Hi, and welcome to Air Engine Research. Today, I'm going to just put up a spreadsheet on the screen and another printout that I've worked on for the last week or so. I've been hearing more and more about artificial intelligence, and I wondered if possibly I could use that to do some stuff with my air motor information and find out whether or not the spreadsheet and my calculations are correct. And I spent a few days learning how to use the Google AI program called Jenny, I think it is. And I was able to do a lot with that, really. Uh, I decided one of the first things I should do is try to figure out how to make sure that my spreadsheet is correct. So I figured out how to feed it the correct information and ask it the right questions to get it to go through my spreadsheet. And in the end, it was about 99% correct with all my formulas and calculations. The only thing that I really had no idea about was the torque on using an eccentric drive instead of a crankshaft. Uh, I was pretty close, but that doesn't really count when you want to be right. So anyway, it knows how to calculate the torque and the horsepower and everything on an eccentric drive once it has all the information. So I put up the spreadsheet with the with a couple of the numbers that AI said I should use for like horsepower and torque, which is that yellow spot on the spreadsheet. The distance that I've wanted to have it calculate was using a scuba tank, an 80 cubic foot scuba tank at 4,000 psi. So once I got that correctly figured out through AI, I can go, it says I can go a little bit further than what I calculate, but that's okay. The main thing is that going through the lower portion of the spreadsheet in the first gear, second, third, and fourth gear, going through the transmission, that gives you the foot-pounds of torque at the wheel. And based on my Volkswagen, which weighs 1,098 pounds, in order to make it move on a flat ground, it needs 28 foot-pounds of torque. So based on my engine size and the torque that it has and the torque that it has when it goes through the transmission means that I'll be able to use the engine, and it's powerful enough without any question. Running at the lowest pressure with that size at 250 psi, it will it will do it at 150, but I'm just going to base it on 250 to be a little more cautious about how far it can go and what all. I will also put up on the screen a printout from what AI says the distance you can go and how much air it uses. So you can look at that, and I'm not going to go through a bunch of calculations or anything. I just wanted to let you see that I'm not just sitting around while I'm waiting for my appointment. And so far with what I found through AI, I'm happy that the Volkswagen will be doing pretty good. Flat ground, going up hills. Of course, it'll be just like a regular car. You'll have to, shift in the different gears to climb up some of the hills, but that just uses more air. One of the things about the drive on the car is it doesn't have a clutch. So that was one of my concerns is, did it have enough power in low gear to start or to take off? But apparently it'll have way more than enough to do that without any problem. But in true life, until we actually get the engine put in, my pressure regulator put on it, get it hooked up with some kind of a control for the foot feed, get a tank put in, then we'll find out exactly what it's got and what it'll do. So for now, if anyone would like to subscribe, I would appreciate it. And if you do, please check the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I put out another video, which I'm sure will be sometime in the first part of August. Till then, the rest of you that's been hanging in there all these years, thank you very, very much for that. And I'll keep you posted as soon as I possibly can on how things are going. So till then, so long.